Hello. Now you can see my hands and I am doing some sewing here, and someone asked me about what do I watch or listen to while I'm sewing, so I just thought I would tell you. On the screen, that away, on the screen right next to me, I've got Tucker Carlson doing an interview with Dr. Pierre Corey. Now the interview is over 2 hours long, 2 hours 13 minutes, and so I can sew and listen at the same time without having to look at the screen. Now, it's quite difficult to actually watch something else when you've got to watch the screen and look at your sewing at the same time. So I do tend to stick to interviews, which is like speech only, so I don't actually have to look at the screen. But so that's what I do, sewing and listening. Now, it could be music. I don't very often listen to music, but I do like to go and go scout around, have a look. Who's talking to who, listening to talk, listening to chat, listening to speech, while I sit here sewing. So I'll just give you a quick eyeball of, I've froze the screen. There you are. I froze the screen. There you are. That's Dr. Pierre Corey. I don't think I can put any of it here. I can't put any of it here on this video because it would probably breach copyright rules. And it's the same with music. You can't, if you put music on your videos, you have to choose music with no copyright. But I'm not sure what the copyright rules are on speech. So let's just have a quick listen.
And so I taught for years around the country doctors this new skill on how to use ultrasound to make life-saving diagnoses. Like critically ill, patients crashing, you put a probe on their chest, you could see what their heart was doing, the right ventricle, left ventricle, the lungs were full of fluid. So it was this huge, it changed my life when I learned ultrasound. I felt like I was a super doctor, like a doctor with superpowers. And I tried to teach those powers, and it became standard of care. Now there's not an ICU in the country that doesn't have an ultrasound machine in it. Most critical care doctors now get trained. There's certification exams that you could do, and that's what I did for most of my career. And I got interested in something called therapeutic hypothermia, which is how to treat patients after cardiac arrest with brain injury. And so I'll just finish by saying when COVID came, I was like, game on. I mean, I was 50 years old. I'm a pulmonary critical care physician. I saw pulmonary critical care disease literally enveloping the world. And I think innately just committed to learning everything I could to figure out how to treat it. And I had some giants around me. I had Paul Marik around me, I had Umberto Maduri around me, Joe Ferrone, and Jose Iglesias. That's kind of the 5 ICU docs that started our organization. And all we did was read papers. And the emails, like preprint servers, and the papers that we're reading.
Right, I've just paused it for a minute. So just to let you know what I do when I am sewing. I mean, I do have a choice. I could go over to the back window and look out of the back garden, but I might as well kill 2 birds with 1 stone and sew and listen. Right, this is it so far. Still want a few more of this on. There's the back of it. And I've got my coffee. So the videos that I watch, that are, as I say, entertainment, I usually save them for the evenings and relax with a drink or whatever and watch something entertaining at night. But during the daytime, it's usually something what I would class as educational, because I'm actually gathering information and processing the information, and it just helps me to understand about what is going on. I mean, I find it quite strange that people base all their opinions on what they see on the television set. Well, I just look everywhere and get my information from all over the place. And Tucker's had some very good guests on. And it's better to get the information from a broad sense of a broad, what do you call it? Yeah. Anyway, I'm waffling now, so I'm going to get back to Dr. Pierre Corey, carry on with this sewing for a couple of hours or maybe an hour. It started off wet, but it stopped raining, so I might just go out this afternoon. Thanks for popping in. Toodle-pip.